होता था दिल्ली में, somebody brushed against you or somebody rubbed against you. जिस तरह की body language है ना मीना त्रिपाठी की, I've always wanted that because it's owning your desire. So I get to be that. There's something really sensual about her and you don't know what. There was this one point when I was in college and this word superwoman used to be thrown around. देखो वो घर का भी ख्याल रखती है और she's so successful as a working person also. And I felt like that was very unfair. Somebody's not told you that it's okay to have conversations about sex, about pleasure, about the way your body is feeling. If you felt like those are things that are not to be spoken about, then it's a very tough journey. Hi, I'm Rasika Duggal. You're watching me on Hotterfly.
ये देखिए बीना त्रिपाठी जी को ले या रसिका दुग्गल को ले आए हैं मेल फेमिनिस्ट पे। कैसी हैं आप?
बिल्कुल ठीक, आप कैसे हो?
आपको कभी ऐसा लगा कि प्लेइंग दिस कैरेक्टर हैज मेड यू फील लिबरेटेड?
In many ways, yes. क्योंकि जिस तरह की बॉडी लैंग्वेज है ना मीना त्रिपाठी की, I've always wanted that. So, you know, sometimes you enter a room and there are these women who just own the space that they are in.
Yeah.
You know, for some reason you look at them. You can't identify why. I'm not like that in life at all, and I've always aspired to be. And she is using things that she feels women should use because her conditioning has taught her that.
Correct.
कि उसको ये समझ आई है अपनी जिंदगी में कि you can use this to your advantage.
Yes.
Because it has been, you have been disadvantaged also because of
it.
this.
हाँ.
You know, so that is the complexity of that character, and that is the beauty of playing a character like that. कि उसकी politics सही नहीं है. उसकी पॉलिटिक्स मेरी पॉलिटिक्स से अलाइंड नहीं है. हाँ. उसका सोचने का तरीका अलग है.
सही बात है. इवन राइटिंग की बात करते हुए मैं उन लोगों को लॉर्ड करना चाहूंगा जिन्होंने हिंदी पॉप कल्चर को ये लाइन दी कि गरम करके ठंडा छोड़ दिए. आई एम नॉट इवन सेइंग इट इन द राइट मैनर, बट जस्ट अटरिंग दैट लाइन मस्ट हैव फेल्ट लाइक ओ माय गॉड ये क्या बढ़िया लिखा है. डिड दैट हैपन?
The fact that she can verbalize this and say it is exactly saying that you're not fulfilling my desire. So the establishment of that character is there. She's looking for something that she's not getting and she's acknowledging her desire and she's saying that I want my desire to be fulfilled.
औरतों का फीमेल प्लेजर इतना निग्लेक्ट क्यों करा जाता है? What kind of things do you think should women discuss with their partners?
ये तो मतलब सालों साल लग जाए इस पे काम करने में. ये तो हमने we've just begun to scratch the surface. I don't think it can really turn around if you've not had these conversations in your childhood. You know, if somebody's not told you that it's okay to have conversations about sex, about desire, about pleasure, about the way your body is feeling, if you've not had those conversations, if you felt like those are things that are not to be spoken about, then it's a very tough journey. There was never any conversation around pleasure and desire in my
Not with
child.
your female friends?
No, I'm saying from people whom you feel know better, like adults talking to younger children. That was never a conversation in my growing up years. And I've really felt like it should be.
Yeah.
Because
It's also tricky, na? As parents, how do you relay that information or how do you relay anything around it?
we haven't tried having these conversations enough. We are just beginning to have it.
नहीं, हम
Why are
हमारे
these
दोस्तों के
conversations awkward? Why are these conversations awkward? Why is there so much secrecy? Is it because there is shame? You know, there's even a shame in saying the word vagina. You know, all of that is there. I performed in a play called The Vagina Monologues for 9 years, and so many women used to come up after that and say that I can finally say the word.
जनरली क्योंकि बचपन में सीख नहीं मिलती, क्या हमें अपने पार्टनर्स के साथ ये डिस्कस करना है और फिर वो एवोल्यूशन कैसे पाएंगे?
I mean, hopefully you have a partner who's sensitive enough and your camaraderie and companionship is enough that you feel comfortable talking about these things, or what made you feel good or what didn't make you feel good, or what you want to explore, what you don't want to explore. Because you only become more and more comfortable with this when you have more information, when you have more conversations around it. You develop a vocabulary for it by having conversations about it, which then undo the very deep-seated idea of sex being associated with shame.
Do you think you were vocal and were you somebody who shared, and in your friend circle are you all talking about your sexual escapades or just having conversations?
No, it took me a long time. It still is an effort for me, to be very honest, because these things are somewhere in my mind associated, unfortunately, with some kind of shame. And that's why I love Beena Tripathi and I love being her, because it's owning your desire in one way. So at least for some of the scenes, right? So I get to be that person who people look at and say, hey, there's something really sexy about her. There's something really sensual about her. And you don't know what. You know? So I love that way of being which kind of owns that.
आपने बोला था कि we can be sexy and not be asking for it. तो ये औरतों को क्यों बोला जाता है कि यू आर आस्किंग फॉर इट जब दे मे बी वेयरिंग समथिंग टू जस्ट फील सेक्सी? आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड.
Yeah, there is full lack of acknowledgement of female desire generally.
हाँ.
अब पॉप कल्चर में भी देखो तो वो काफी lacking है. The celebration of that is very lacking. You know, it often gets very sexualized. I'm always wondering ये हुआ कैसे? I can see in some certain stories that which is trying to explore female desire but don't know how to do that without sexualizing the woman.
Correct.
I just feel our references for so many years have been so sexualized कि हमें आता ही नहीं उस visual तक कैसे पहुंचना है. Even in the way you've shot that woman,
Yeah.
where she's exploring pleasure.
Correct.
You know, it can't be titillating. It has to be about somebody wanting something very basic in their life. Something that your gaze is different from mine. You know, when I watch something, I'm watching it with my own idiosyncrasies, on my own prejudices, or my own references.
Understanding ideas.
So something that I might say कि नहीं ये तो बहुत aesthetically किया गया था and it didn't for 1 minute feel sexualized anyway, might not be the same for somebody else.
Correct.
So there's no blanket tick mark on it कि ये हाँ वो ways of seeing is different.
Season 1 का end also was very cathartic to watch because it's almost like you're ordered to get raped. समझ सा नहीं आता कि वो उसको कैसे आप प्रोसेस करके प्ले कर रहे हो.
मतलब as a story, I think it was trying to say the right thing. But as a character, she's totally violated.
Yeah.
You know, her acceptance of it is even sadder. मतलब उसको एक तरीके से पता था कि ये होने वाला है. She was not so unprepared for it.
ऐसी टाइप की चीजें when you play as a character can remain in your head saying what the fuck did I just do types.
If the story was trying to normalize it, then it's a big problem. The story was not trying to normalize it.
Yeah, you're right.
The story was trying to show you how this is something that should not happen. Because if you feel for Beena, if you've been with her through the story, you will feel something for her. The idea is that you should feel ki no, this cannot happen to her. For a woman who is otherwise so much in control of everything around her.
Yeah, generally the portrayal of sex has increased and that is also an education to people in some manner. The discourse has increased through cinema, don't you think so?
I think what is good about the discourse is now we have intimacy directors and that is a very important thing.
But मिर्जापुर पे आपके पास intimacy तो ना थे coordinators, directors.
उस समय नहीं थे, but the set was very very sensitive to everything and we had all been told how it's going to be filmed, shot by shot, it was a closed set and all of that.
तो ये बताओ जब ये बोलती हो आपकी क्लोज सेट होता है तो किस प्रकार की इंस्ट्रक्शन दी जा रही होती हैं, क्या बताया जा रहा होता है, कोरियोग्राफी हो रही होती है क्या, और फिर उसके बाद आपका कैसे काम आसान हो जाता है?
It's a choreography, right? So everybody is trying to arrive at it together. It's just that the knowledge that there is somebody watching out, that nobody should enter the other person's space in a way that the other person feels violated or feels uncomfortable. So there are workshops to see, like you said, good touch, bad touch. What are the areas that are triggers for you when you are touched and you feel unsafe? You know, so workshops से ये सब पता होती है and at least then you have a grammar to begin with.
Yeah.
You know that okay, this is allowed and this isn't, and even if you change your mind on a particular day, you know that there is one person watching that, you know, and that there is that person who's taking care only of you, can go and say that I'm not liking this, I'm feeling uncomfortable about this.
Yeah, and they should be okay or they are okay with it.
Yeah, because that's their job there.
Yeah, yeah.
So there is one person to do that. Otherwise you feel like, if there wasn't, you would feel like, अरे ये suddenly आज मुझे ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? Should I be able to say it? Shooting रुक जाएगी, you know? There might be things like that.
Yeah. Generally, people feel like it's easier to comment on an actor's body so much more faster and easier. Like, I'm sure as a woman, you would have also heard somebody say something, no?
All the time. When I was in college, there were lots of people who said to me, looked at me and said, you're in the acting batch? As if, you know, you don't look like...
But what does an actor, like what would you had to look like?
I don't know, maybe they meant skinny and I wasn't. I was healthier.
Ouch.
Yeah, and maybe that was the thing. I don't know what exactly they meant, but there was always, you're in the acting, you're an actor. You know, like something you're doing is not like what an actor should be.
How would you be?
I understood it as a comment on my weight at that time.
But वो भी आदत है ना, देखिए हमारे देश की नहीं है, शायद पूरी दुनिया की, जो मिलते ही किसी के सबसे पहले
फिजिकलिटी पे कमेंट करते हैं.
ये बताओ फिर देन दिल्ली कितना कल्चर शॉक था, दिल्ली में क्या समझ रही थी, क्या सीखें पा रही थी आप?
Being in LSR and being in Delhi was a very विचित्र एक्सपीरियंस क्योंकि ये कॉलेज के अंदर एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे you feel very safe about exploring, about learning new things,
Being.
and about being. And then there's this city which is largely the conversations around it are inducing fear in a woman. तो हम लोग जब ऑटो लेते थे या कहीं जाना होता था, तो अगर ऑटो वाला ऐसे रास्ते से जा रहा है जो रास्ता आपने कभी देखा नहीं हो, that was not something that you would do as a young girl in Delhi. You were always watchful. When you turned around, took a turn, and there's suddenly a lonely road, you would always be scared. अगर कोई गाड़ी पार्क की हुई थी, एक सुनसान रास्ता है और आप चल के जा रहे हैं, I used to feel scared. That was about the city which had induced that fear in me. That I felt was not fair. I felt that, you know, कॉलेज के दिनों में जहाँ पे आप बहुत मस्ती कर सकते हो, we should have had the opportunity to be able to live, to be out on the road and enjoy.
But आपके साथ कभी कुछ untoward incident या कोई
ईव टीजिंग was very common. बसेस में बहुत होता था दिल्ली में. मतलब बहुत गुस्सा आता था. ऐसा नहीं कि हमें आदत हो गई थी, बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं था. We used to all compare notes and say how somebody brushed against you or somebody rubbed against you and things like that. आप ना बस पे चढ़ते ही थे एक डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म ले. एंड बहुत सारे ऐसे इंसिडेंट्स थे कॉलेज में कि लोग बस लेके आते थे, उनके साथ बुरा होता तो किसी ने ईव टीज कर दिया बस में और वो पुलिस स्टेशन ले जाते थे लड़के को. सो दैट वाज अ वेरी कॉमन थिंग.
ट्रेडिशनल जेंडर रोल्स हैं, उनको फिर आपने कभी क्वेश्चन किया कि ये हर जगह एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, छोटा बड़ा शहर सब जगह?
आई थिंक बिल्कुल हर जगह एग्जिस्ट करते हैं. एंड दैट इज समथिंग दैट इज, ऐसे नहीं कि शहर में नहीं होता और छोटे शहरों में या गाँव में होता, ऐसा नहीं है. इनफैक्ट समटाइम्स आई फील दैट हम लोग का इतना इट्स ऑल रैप्ड अप इन बीइंग प्रोग्रेसिव कि समटाइम्स यू हैव टू अनरावल दैट. ऊपर से सब बहुत प्रोग्रेसिव चीज़ें बोल रहे हैं. क्या वो उस बात को इंटरनलाइज कर चुके हैं? क्या हम उस बात को इंटरनलाइज कर चुके हैं? क्या हमने उसके बारे में इतना सोचा है कि हम एक्चुअली उसको एक्सपीरियंस कर रहे हैं, बिलीव कर रहे हैं कि नहीं? देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन एन इंटेलेक्चुअल एक्सपीरियंस एंड एन इमोशनल एक्सपीरियंस. दैट्स व्हाई आई फील दैट स्टोरी टेलिंग इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट. कि स्टोरी टेलिंग टेल्स यू समथिंग, मेक्स यू एक्सपीरियंस समथिंग एंड मेक्स यू एक्सपीरियंस योर ओन प्रेजुडिस एंड मेक्स यू क्वेश्चन दैट. क्योंकि अगर आपको कोई बता के चले जाए कि ये है, आप लोग हाँ ठीक है, it would not have transformed anything in you because it has to have hit something deeper.
कभी ऐसा आपको पता चला हो कि यार ये मेरी थॉट थी और आपने उसको डिलीट किया और बेहतर किया हो, या आप भी खुद अपने आप को रियलाइज किया कि ये मैं पेट्रियार्कल चीज कर रही थी और मैंने रोका?
वो बहुत बारी. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स समथिंग दैट यू हैव टू डू कॉन्स्टेंटली बिकॉज यू कांट से कि अरे जस्ट बिकॉज आई फील लाइक देयर शुड बी जेंडर इक्वालिटी इन द वर्ल्ड that I will never or that I am a part of this society as much as anybody else is. I am a part of this patriarchal society. I've grown in it, and there are things that I have imbibed, and therefore to move towards any kind of equality, that prejudice has to be checked at every
कुछ
stage.
उदाहरण है तो बता सकते हो तो?
For example, a table is laid out. I always find that I have to serve everybody else on that table before I eat. That's just a very subconscious action. I've noticed that, and I don't like that about myself at all. A friend of mine had come over 2 days ago, and I set out a table for him, and he was eating, and then the glass didn't have pani, so he took it as if to drink, and there was no water. My first thing was, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't fill it. It's as if
Fair enough.
I am supposed to do all of this. So that is an inherent subconscious thing. I've noticed, I check myself on it. That's okay, I don't mind taking care of people. I like that. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that we shouldn't do that. See, these conversations are tricky for that reason. You know, when you should also do things which you enjoy. If you enjoy shopping, you do it.
Correct.
It's not that you don't have to do it because you're trying to prove a point that all women are not like that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
or all women don't like to shop. So just because you're
I
trying
mean,
to...
men love to gossip.
Actually, they do. I don't know where this stereotype of women like to gossip came from because
Yeah.
most of the men I know in my life love gossiping.
101%. अगर आप लोग अपने मित्रों को टैग कीजिए जिनसे आपको बड़ी अच्छी टी मिलती है.
So basically what I'm trying to say कि अगर कोई चीज़ें हैं जो establish हो गई हैं कि इस जेंडर के लोग ये चीज़ें ज़्यादा करते हैं, इस जेंडर के नहीं करते हैं, I think that's not a fair thing to say.
यार हम दिल्ली क्राइम की बात करे बिना आपके साथ कैसे रह सकते हैं? विमेन इन द वर्कफोर्स और टास्क फोर्स के लिए कभी अप्रोच या दिमाग चेंज हुआ फिर उसके बाद आपका?
I mean, the way Neeti had to struggle between her personal life and professional life in season 2 is something that I have always had a lot of empathy for. We know that, even without having experienced it actually, in my own life. I've just watched women around me do it. There was this one point when I was in college and this word superwoman used to be really thrown around and I felt it was very unfair. There was this whole conversation, देखो वो घर का भी ख्याल रखती है और she's so successful as a working person also. And I felt like that was very unfair because then you're putting another pressure on me
कि 2 ट्रॉफी लाओ अब।
कि हाँ अब एक ट्रॉफी नहीं, एक ट्रॉफी तो हम फॉर ग्रांटेड लेते हैं कि आप तो करेंगे ही, हम आपका घर भी सुंदर होगा, आपका खाना भी अच्छा होगा और जब मेहमान हम बुलाएंगे तो वो सब खुश होके
परोसेंगे
जाएंगे
भी,
कि
वाह,
देखो कितना अच्छा खाना बना है हमारे घर में और साथ में अब ये भी आ गया कि आप ये भी संभाल लो, काम भी कर लो और पैसे भी बना लो और रिस्पेक्ट भी ले आओ और ये भी कर लो, and that's too much pressure on a woman.
रसिका ये बताओ, how do you define your relationship with your husband?
Something that changes every time, so I can't define it.
सुंदर, बहुत सुंदर।
Because then that's the fun of it, yeah. Because you're changing as people all the time, so this dynamic also undergoes a change.
ये बताओ, what kind of fights then do you have with your partner?
Mukul is very organized about personal things, and I'm super organized about professional things, but I take the personal stuff for granted. अच्छा ठीक है, अगर हम कहीं जा रहे हैं, किसी घर लंच के लिए जा रहे हैं, अगर इस टाइम पे बोला अगर देर से भी चले जाएं तो चलेगा. In the work situation, no, I'm a
Call time से 15 मिनट पे।
yeah, call time से 15 minute person. We are opposite in these two. And I get very upset about the need to stick to a schedule in the personal space. I'm sticking to so much of it in the profession that I need a break from it.
Yeah, chill. Correct. Reconcile करने का क्या hack है relationship में?
Start the reconciliation with a big hug. When sometimes conversations are getting argumentative, I think a physical gesture to express love is a good way to start. To break the ice.
And to each their own. हमेशा immediately लड़ाई होती है, तुरंत hug नहीं कर लेने का. It probably will result in a pushback.
Yeah.
Are there any boundaries that you've set in the relationship?
I think you have to set boundaries. Like you have to know that you can't take the other person's time for granted. For example, in the pandemic, everybody was asking me to shoot 150 videos and I can't expect Mukul to constantly be there to shoot a video or be the person who does lines with me just because he's good at it and he's around. So we've both sort of understood that.
What are some red flags in a relationship that some could look for?
Somebody who cracks wife jokes. Pleasure and sexist jokes. Big red flag.
Green flags?
Somebody who will just ask you in the middle of much mayhem, are you okay?
What is feminism for you, Rasika?
It's the ability to exercise your choice.
Thank you so much for being on The Male Feminist. Are you a hugger?
Yes,
Thank you so
I
much.
love hugging.
Bye love. आप लोग को पता है क्या करना है, लाइक, कमेंट, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब. और मैं सिद्धार्थ आलम, मैं साइनिंग ऑफ. बाय.